For a chant that's so short, we're going to need 2 hacks.
Chant Hacks with Mark Emerson Donnelly.
Peace and welcome to Chant Hacks, where we discuss Gregorian chant and classical polyphony and how to get you singing it well sooner rather than later. As I said in episode 4 on the Cleves, I have another Organum Novi Mindi for you. The episode 2 ONM was the Marian antiphon for Lent, Ave Regina Caelorum. As with that chant, and all my ONMs for that matter, the hack is the harmony, or the harmonization of the chant, to make it a little sweeter for modern ears. So in this episode, I have an ONM for the Regina Caeli, which is for Eastertide. Seasonally, the church sings this until Pentecost Sunday, actually until the Saturday afternoon after Pentecost. So that will be until June 3rd this year. So if I get this out soon, you'll have 2 to 3 weeks to sing it before we switch over to the Salve Regina. Now, for such a simple chant, there's a lot of stuff packed into it, which is good for teaching. I'm going to leave that for the next chant hacks. So the Regina Caeli chant hacks will have a part 2. For this episode, I'd like to concentrate on the ONM, the Organum Novi Mindi. Now, a few musicians, especially those who attend the Anglican Ordinariate, those are the Anglican and Episcopal congregations who, with their minister, chose to join the Catholic Church, Deo gratias. A few musicians have compared what I do, the ONM, with Anglican chant. Anglican chant is primarily a harmonized singing of the Psalms. I say primarily because there are also harmonized English antiphons and hymns that some people put under the heading of Anglican chant. I'll probably do a separate chant hacks later on my ONM psalms or psalm tones, so I won't dwell on the differences between my stuff and the Anglican chant today. Suffice it to say that unlike Anglican chant, which is very beautiful, better than most of the stuff we hear nowadays, it follows what is considered to be a natural English speaking rhythm. My organum, whether mass propers, antiphons, hymns, psalm tones, whatever, follow the rhythmic teaching of Dom Macro, as in the Old Salem method. So, is my organum like Anglican chant? The answer is yes, insofar as it's chanted homophony. If you don't know what that means, re-listen to episode 2 of Chant Hacks. So being homophonic, yes, ONM is like Anglican chant, but no, it's different rhythmically. Now, does ONM have to follow the rhythm of Old Salem? I suppose not, but I wrote my ONMs with the Old Salem method in mind. So I considered the rhythm as part of the composition. It's how I heard it in my head or in my mind as I was writing it. I suppose you can sing it with whatever rhythm you want, but it wouldn't be how I conceived it. I hope you do it with the Old Salem rhythm. One other thing, the way I write the lines accompanying the melody, the chant, the lines I write, I consider or try to make them like independent melodies themselves. So I consider my organums to be simultaneous melodies whether I've written something in 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6 parts. Whether I succeed on pulling this off, I don't know. I'll let you be the judge. But my organum is not like a lot of organum you hear where there's a drone and the melody or the chant is sung above that. I'll talk about that sometime later too. Anyway, my organum also has a sort of part song or choral folk song sound to it. Let me know in the comments if you think the same thing or not. Anyway, here's the Organum Novi Mindi of the simple Regina Caeli. Oh, before that, I should sing you the chant on its own, monodically, and here it is. Regina Caeli, letare, alleluia, quia quem eroisti portare, alleluia, resurrexit sicut dixit, alleluia, ora pro nobis Deum, alleluia. There we go. Now, the organum I wrote, I wrote it the Sunday afternoon after we sang the ONM of the Ave Regina Caelorum for the first time. That was back in 2001. So I wrote them both months apart, or a month apart, really. So this organum is, both of them, both the organums, are a little over 20 years old. The performance you're going to hear is by Paula DeWitt and Bella Voce, plus some of the members of Offitorium. Offitorium is the group that recorded most of the stuff on my YouTube channel and Rumble channel. So anyway, we recorded it in workshop August of 2017. I hope you enjoy it. Regina Caeli, letare, alleluia, quia quem eroisti portare, alleluia, resurrexit sicut dixit, alleluia, ora pro nobis Deum, alleluia. Check the link in the description for the PDF of the Organum Novi Mindi of the simple Regina Caeli. I hope you find it useful for your parish Domus Mariae group, if you got one started, and I hope to give you more guidance on that soon, or any other singing group you have. Even your family, if you got the singers for it. Anyway, please consider supporting us at lifefunder.com/mdonnellymusic. People are having a problem making donations there. I hope we can get this ironed out with WePay and LifeFunder quickly so you can help us keep these podcasts going and give me time to compose. If you'd like to commission a work for a special Mass or occasion, or have me come and work with your choir for a weekend, please contact me at mark@vocalart.org. The next episode of Chant Hacks, episode 6, will be Regina Caeli Part 2, the Ep5 and the Mora Vocis. And it's not about a lung disease and your voice dying. That would be emphysema and Mora's Vocis. Until then, I'm Mark Emerson Donnelly. God bless.